acharyas, because that is the real Dham Yatra. That is really seeing Dham. We cannot take the Nama without following the instructions of the Shuddha Bhaktas to know fully who the Nama is. We cannot go to Dhamma without seeing the Dhamma and understanding the Dhamma. In the words of these acharyas. So, these acharyas, only when they shed the light, we can walk. Harinama is there, Haridhama is there, but to walk to the Harinama, to walk to the Haridhama, we need light, the light of the acharyas. That is why Harinama and Shuddha Bhakta, the sadhu, they are considered as two sides of the coin. We cannot approach Nama or Dhamma without a sadhu taking us there, explaining us what that Nama is, Dhamma is. Yeah. So that is Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura on Vrindavan Dhamma. And we will make our move to I don't know what you are seeing on the screen now. I'm trying to bring Bhakti Ratnakara. Are you able to see it? Yeah? Khadi Ravana.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, Master. Okay, all good. So we are good. Last time we have heard about Srila Lokanath Goswami, his renunciation and his deities, Radha Vinoda, and how if it rains outside, Radha Vinoda would go into the hole of the tree to stay dry, but Lokanath Goswami stays outside. For them, they live for their deities, to serve their deities. So that is Lokanath Goswami, and we have heard the pastimes. And now we are going to Khadi Ravana. Yes, please. Somebody can start reading. Adivaraha Purana.
The Adivaraha Purana gives the following description. The seventh forest is famous on the earth as Khadi Ravan. O auspicious one, any person who goes there will go to my abode. O Srinivas, see this place where Krishna with his friends played many games as they tended the cows. See, here is a most enchanting place called Sangamakunda. Sangam means union, where Krishna and gopis happily met together. Being an especially secluded place, Lokanath occasionally stayed here in great happiness with Bhugarbha Goswami.
Yeah, here Lokanath Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami, they are almost like twin brothers. They, all through their life, they lived together, they served together. They're very dearly called together, Lokanath Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami. And you see Bhugarbha Goswami, his name is also like that. He likes to really stay in a secluded place, sometimes in the tunnel, so his bhajan is not disturbed like that. Yeah, so that's Lokanath Goswami. Whenever we hear of Lokanath Swami, generally, immediately, the name of Bhugarbha Goswami also comes. They are so close together, like Narottama Das Thakura and Ramachandra, how they stayed close together throughout their life. Like that. Yes, please continue.
This is Kadamba Khandi, situated so beautifully. The son of Nanda performed amazing pastimes here. Near Yavat is Bhaktara, where Krishna killed Bakasura. O Srinivas, this place is called Nyochak Sthana. Krishna performed pastimes of eating here. In Vrajdham, eatables are known as chak. When Krishna wants to eat, Mother Yashoda sends the eatable. The other cowherd boys are also sent food from their mothers at this forest. See here in Bandagora Gram, O Srinivas, Krishna performed wonderful pastimes here. People now call this town Bhadali. One who takes bath here achieves all perfection. In the Adi Varaha Puran, it is stated, He Bhumi, the place known as Bandagora Tirth is my confidential abode. People may without doubt attain perfection in Bandagora Tirth. O auspicious one, that lake is surrounded by groves of trees and vines. A person who fasts for a day and night and bathes there go to Vidyadhara Loka, where he enjoys great happiness. Hey Bhumi, I shall now tell you a wonderful secret. At this place on Dwadasi, my devotees stay awake to the middle of the night hearing songs about me, which bring pleasure to the ears. Speaking in this way, they continued visiting various other places and they returned to Nandishwara, Nandagrama, in a blissful state. Glorifying the character of Nanda Maharaj and other Vrajvasis, they came to the shores of Pavan Sarovar.
Yeah, thank you. So you must be wondering here, this is Vrindavana. Why is it saying, Adi Varaha Purana is saying that if you bathe here, you go to Vidyadhara Loka? Vidyadhara Loka, what kind of Loka is that? It is not even Swarga Loka. It is just in Bhuvar Loka. Does somebody really have to go to Vrindavana and bathe there just to go to Vidyadhara Loka? It's very similar to Nama. Dhamma Tattva and Nama Tattva are same. It is like you chanting the holy name. For what? Oh, I'm chanting this holy name so I can be a little peaceful today. Maybe I can get this new car, or maybe I can get that new job. So it is like that. So you have a Nama Chintamani in your hand, and you're just asking for that. Being peaceful is just a pause. It's a pause of the modes of passion and ignorance. That's all you're asking for? Why don't you ask for just coming out of the ocean of the modes? Why are you just asking for a pause in the wave? Why don't you want to just come out of that ocean onto the bank, to the other side of it? It's like that. Taking Harinama just for little things, yes, you still get it. Going to Vrindavana just to get into a different loka by taking a bath there, yes, you go there. But it is just underutilizing of something very powerful that we are given. So this is Bhakti Aparadha. Bhakti Aparadha, Nama Aparadha, Dhamma Aparadha. Just if Dhamma Aparadha and Nama Aparadha can get these desires fulfilled, what to speak of Dhamma Abhasa and Nama Abhasa? Yeah. So this is here, Adi Varaha Purana is just encouraging, the glories of the holy name, starting from the lowest to the highest. These are all the desires that you can fulfill. So pick and choose. Just choose a reason, but start chanting. That's what these Puranas are trying to do. Just choose a reason. Just come to the Dham. You may be choosing a smaller reason in the beginning, but when you get a taste of the holy name, we don't get the taste of the holy name on our own. We don't get to see the Dhamma on our own. We don't get to know the potency of the Dhamma on our own, even if we are living there thousands of years. We don't get to know the potency of the Nama on our own, even if we are chanting for thousands of years. It is the Sangha of a Shuddha Bhakta. When there is enough purification that has happened, when their instruction touches our heart, and when we turn towards them, that is Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha. That Shuddha Bhakta Sangha. When that happens, then the Dham Mahima descends. the Nam Mahima descends. Oh, when would that happen to me? Well, for that wonderful split moment, we try every day, we cry every day. When we try every day, when we cry every day, then the Harinama, Krishna will look at us. And then they will know, oh, okay, this person is serious. He's valuing me enough. She's valuing me enough. Okay, let me shower a little drop of mercy on him or her. Let me give a little Shuddha Bhakta Sangha. In other words, let me make her or him understand what these pure devotees are trying to say. So when we are showing the acharyas and the Lord, that we care for them, that we want them, when we show that constantly day after day, then they will see, oh, okay, they are serious enough, they are valuing enough. Now I can give them. They will treasure it. They will relish it. Aisa. So, yeah, that is about the Dham Mahima and Nam Mahima. And we will need a Shuddha Bhakta Sangha to understand that. And Shuddha Bhakta Sangha means, yes, we have to hear from the pure devotees day in and day out, and seeing our determination, seeing our attempts, and sometimes seeing our cry, then they will know, oh, okay, this particular devotee is serious, really sincere. Then the mercy will come drop by drop. So all our efforts will not go in waste. We want to do that hopefully and gratefully. Then, the Dham Mahima will be revealed. Nam Mahima will be revealed. Okay. That is, why did we come up with that? Yeah, Vidya Loka, which is equivalent to a Nama Parada, Dhama Parada. Now, Sanatana Goswami stay at Pavana Sarovara. Yes, please, somebody.
Just by seeing the Bhajana Kutira of Sanatana Goswami, they all became agitated in love and tears flowed from their eyes. Raghava Pandita spoke to Srinivasa. Let me describe something now about the stay of Sanatana Goswami at this place. Coming from Vrindavana to this secluded forest, he was overwhelmed in ecstatic love from always worshipping Lord Krishna. Sanatana lived as a recluse, making no endeavor for his food. No one knew that he was staying at this place. Krishna, in the guise of a cowherd boy, came happily before Sanatana with a pot of milk. Dressed as a cowherd boy with a turban on his head and the pot of milk in his hand, he spoke to Sanatana. You live in this secluded place with no one knowing you are here. While I was tending the cows, I happened to see you. Please listen to me. Drink this milk without hesitation. Leave the empty pot and I will return for it. If you stay here in a kutira, we will all be very happy, but the Vrajavasis will be distressed seeing you stay like this. Speaking these words, Gopala left and the enchanted Sanatana drank the milk. Immediately after drinking the milk, he became agitated in ecstasy. Wet with his tears, he lamented. The unseen Lord solaced Sanatana by having the Vrajavasis built him a Bhajana Kutira. Like this, the Kutira of Sanatana Goswami was built. Rupa Goswami would also stay here from time to time. One day, Srila Rupa Goswami was thinking he would like to offer some sweet rice to Sanatana Goswami. Thinking like this, he immediately hesitated, but Srimati Radharani understood his mind. In the guise of a cowherd girl, she came here in a joyful mood with ghee, milk, sugar, etc. She said to Rupa Goswami, please accept these items and cook an offering for Lord Krishna, after which you should accept prasada.
Sorry, I'm pausing. Sorry, Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hema Mataji, I think needs to be. I don't have the control here, remote here to mute, but I think Hema Mataji, आप mute करना है.
Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry, I did unmute her. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. This is about Srila Rupa Goswami.
Please accept these items and cook an offering for Lord Krishna, after which you should accept the prasada. My mother asked me to tell you this, so please don't feel embarrassed in your mind. Speaking in this way, Radharani left in amusement.
Also, Radharani came here. I was thinking she that was
no, both has come, Mataji. First
milk.
Krishna came and then Radharani came.
Yeah. So milk was given by Lord Krishna, right? And then Radharani came. Sweet rice one day. Oh, okay, because when he wanted to cook sweet rice, that's when Radharani came. Okay.
Rupa Goswami then immediately started cooking. After making the offering to Krishna in great ecstasy, Rupa served Sanatana some of the prasada. Sanatana could not understand how he felt so much happiness in his heart just by smelling the fragrance of that prasada. After taking one or two morsels of the prasada, Sanatana became agitated and could not check his tears. Sanatana Goswami then inquired from Rupa about the ingredients of the prasada, to which Rupa Goswami narrated the whole incident. Hearing the story, Sanatana forbade him to endeavor for such things in the future. After speaking thus, he accepted the prasada. Rupa Goswami, however, was regretful. Srimati Radharani appeared to Srila Rupa Goswami in a dream and solaced him. Sanatana also came to know this. O Srinivasa, in this way, the wonderful qualities of Rupa Goswami were made known to the Vaishnava community.
Yeah, thank you. Isn't that so wonderful? Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. I mean, they're all living on the same realm. The interactions are happening on the same realm. Sanatana Goswami wanted to taste the sweet rice. And then Radharani understood that. So she came in the guise of a cowherd girl and gave that to Rupa Goswami. You please cook all this. And then Rupa Goswami, he cooked. And then both Sanatana and Rupa Goswami, they took the sweet rice. It's like they're all, reciprocation is happening. It's not like they have to wait, they have to pray, and then it's not like our efforts here. They're actually so much reciprocating on a daily basis in a very casual manner, even if they want to eat sweet rice. That is so wonderful. Those are our acharyas, the manjaris. That is our Guru Parampara. And the instructions that we receive are from those acharyas. Yeah. Yes, please. And yeah, somebody else can please start from here. One day, while discussing
Radha and Krishna's pastimes in separation, all the Vaishnavas cried and fell to the ground unconscious. The heart of Rupa Goswami was burning like a large fire, yet he did not disclose this fact. As Rupa Goswami exhaled, his breath touched one devotee who was burned by the heat, and blisters formed on his body. Seeing this, everyone became astonished. Such are the activities of Srila Rupa Goswami. What more can I say? The unlimited happiness at Nandishvara is difficult to describe.
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, we'll pause here. Look at this. Srila Rupa Goswami, in a human body, just imagine this one. In a human body, Srila Rupa Goswami is feeling that separation as he was thinking of the pastimes of separation from Radha and Krishna. He was feeling it. And this is where comes, the Harinama, the depth of Harinama is this. When we take Harinama, Hearing Harinam is one level. Thinking Harinam is one level. Feeling Harinam is one level. Being with Harinam is the other level. It's the same tattva, nama tattva. It's in 4 stages. One is Vaikhari, just hearing it. Yeah. Sometimes we may be uttering it, but not even hearing it. But hearing is the first one. Second is Manasika. Vaikhari and Manasi. At the intellectual comprehension level. Then Pashyanti. They're actually seeing it, feeling it. And Para is actually living on that platform. See our Acharya Thakuras, they're not ordinary beings. They're in the 4th level. They're being with the Shuddha Sattva, Vasudeva. This is past feeling, being there. Our hope and prayer is past hearing the Harinam, understanding the Harinam. We are praying for the heart in Harinam. Our Acharyas are beyond the heart in the Harinam. They are actually with the Shuddha Sattva on the 4th realm. So that is philosophy. Yeah, that is the understanding of the subject matter. That the truth, Shabda Brahman, Harinam, can present in the 4 levels. But look at the practical here. Somebody who is actually living at the 4th level, Para, of the Harinam. This is why when they chant utter one word of Krishna, when Rupa Goswami, when he uttered one name of Krishna, he would fall unconscious. He would fall unconscious. Because sometimes this body and the mortal body cannot take that amount of spiritual ecstasy, the Ashta Sattvika Vikar, right? So that's why feeling unconscious is not unnatural at all. That usually happens there. But in this particular incident, he was feeling so much of separation. That is, the fire element in the body was really escalated. Really escalated, so much so that I heard a cotton wisp was placed there and that got burnt. And here we are reading the body of another devotee which came in touch with the breath of Rupa Goswami when he was in fire of separation got burnt. Then how about Rupa Goswami? He was sustaining with the whole fire inside him. These are our acharyas. This is the depth of Nama, of Vasudeva Tattva. And they were living at that depth. Yes, they are living at that depth. What can I take from the whole thing? Just hearing itself, it's going to have its own impact in our consciousness. Just hearing, when we understand or not also, it will have its impact. It's going to have its gravity marked in our consciousness. So when we hear of Harinam, when we hear of Acharyas, we'll pause, and this impression will create its own gravity that we need to have. So just hearing itself is wonderful. Yeah. Yes, please, Prabhu. Please continue.
Sorry, I lost it, Mataji.
Yeah, after finishing this.
Yeah, okay. After finishing this narration, they proceeded to Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. At that place was the son of Sanatan Goswami's priest named Gopal Mishra, who had all good qualities. He was the disciple of Sanatan Goswami and was most handsome. Seeing him, everyone became filled with joy. Sri Uddhava Das, Madhav Das, and others who were there all experienced great ecstasy meeting each other. Immediately, all the Vrajvasis happily brought varieties of foodstuffs for them. That day, the devotees had a grand festival. They spent the whole night chanting the holy name. Whoever hears of these wonderful pastimes very soon attains Krishna Prem. Sri Gopal.
Prabhu,
Yes.
isn't that nice?
Yes, ma'am.
Just all they said is this only. Whoever hears, whoever hears of these wonderful pastimes attains Krishna Prem. Just hearing, because these are not ordinary kathas. These are not ordinary happenings. These are not ordinary people. So the effect that it is going to have in our consciousness is not going to be ordinary. That is why just hearing about these acharyas, hearing about them and hearing from them, just hearing itself can cause these deep impacts. Even if we can contemplate more, understand more, those are all bonus points, no problem. But hearing itself is going to have its impact. Yes, Prabhu, please continue.
Sri Gopal Das and all other learned personalities all became joyful at heart. In the morning, with Sri Raghav Pandit leading Srinivas and Narottama, they continued on the parikrama path. Raghav Pandit spoke to Srinivas and Narottama. See this village named by Thana. When the cowherd men had a conference, everyone came to this place and sat. Because they sat here, this place is known as Baithana. Baithaka means a conference or sitting place. Now people call the place Chota, small, or Basa, big. Basha. Being bound by the Vrajavasi's affection, Sanatan Goswami happily stayed here. Let me describe for everyone's purification a little about the wonderful character of Sanatan Goswami, who always considered the Vrajavasis more dear than his own life. As Sanatan Goswami performed Vraj Parikrama, he would stay in town after town, and there was no limit to his happiness.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, that is it. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Sure.
That's about something about Sanatana Goswami. We will know about his behavior, his interactions with Vrajavasis later. So what we have heard today is about Sanatana Goswami, and before that, Khandri. Khadiravana. Khadiravana. And here, Sangamakunda, where Lokanath Goswami and Bhugarbha Goswami, they stayed there, had their bhajan, and a place of Bakasura's killing, that's Bakathara. And glorifying the character. They came to the shores of Pavan Sarovar. Pavan Sarovar is going to be the place of Bhajan Kutira of Sanatana Goswami. But here I think we have discussed about the Nama Tattva and Dhamma Tattva. How just simple Nama Aparada, not even Nama Bhasa. Nama Aparada and Dhamma Aparada also can give this material, fulfill the material desires. What to speak of Nama Bhasa and Shuddha Nama. If somehow or other we are taking Nama, that is good, but we can have the full benefit of Nama, not just the cessation from the modes or little drops of temporary happiness. Those are all can be obtained even by Nama Parada or Dhamma Parada. Dhamma Parada means living there but not respecting the Dham. It's just treating that as an ordinary one, like a Nama Parada. So that we talked about Nama Parada, Dhamma Parada, how material desires are fulfilled just even with Aparada also, but it's the Shuddha Bhakta that can that can reveal more about Nama and Dhamma Tattva that we have discussed. And here we have talked about Rupa Goswami. At Pavan Sarovara, there's Bhajan Kutira of Sanatana Goswami, and then the pastime of the sweet milk, Radharani giving the ingredients, all that has happened there, Pavan Sarovara. And then we heard about Rupa Goswami. Yeah, where is this? There, the separation, narration of the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, narration of Vipralamba Leela. In other words, when the pastimes are happening, their absorption is so deep that they are not only hearing, but feeling and living in the pastimes. When they do the Harinama, they are not just hearing the Harinama, but they feel and live with the Harinama. That is the depth of the Harinama and depth of the Bhakti. So Bhakti Aparadha is superficial. Bhakti Abhasa is still looks like Bhakti, but the real Bhakti did not start yet. Feeling the Bhakti and living the Bhakti comes in Shuddha Bhakti. And how can we get to that stage of feeling the Bhakti and living the Bhakti? Nama can be our portal of entry. When we are able to not only hear the Nama, but be with the Nama, heart in the Harinam, feel the Harinam, and then be living with Harinam. That's not in our hands. When the holy name is merciful, then it will take us deeper. And what can help us to get to those depths of Harinam, to those depths of Bhakti? Following the Acharya's instructions. Trinadapi Sunichena of Sri Sikshashtakam. We know them, we have heard them, we recite them all the time. But how much of gravity are we giving? So as much as we walk towards those, follow those instructions to the best of our capacity, one baby step at a time. Gradually, we will be able to hear the Harinam first. Hear it first. Mind just being there. And then we'll gradually feel it. And further, it will be taken deeper with the mercy of Sri Guru and Gauranga. Yeah, and there we talked about the Nama Tattva, how it exists at 4 levels and how Acharyas are existing in the 3rd and 4th level, not even Pashyanti, but Para. That's why Rupa Goswami was actually feeling so hot inside. Yeah, we'll pause here. And if any reflections also, you may please share it. And we can pause the recording.